What up guys? So as you guys know, I'm not a morning person at all. I hate waking up early in the morning, but today is one exception because I'm in Sepang for the BMW Driving Experience, which is essentially an advanced driving course where we'll get to trash the new BMW 3 Series. Without further ado, I'm gonna whoop some BMW ass. Right, so we're having a taste of the BMW 330i at the moment. We're getting a taste of how the slalom track would be like. It's just a warm-up session. So just to recap what we went through during the lecture earlier. The most important thing, obviously, when you get into the car, the first thing you have to do is adjust your seating position, and the first thing you have to do is the height. Adjust the height. Secondly, once the height is appropriate for you, for your height, this is how you gauge it. Put 4 fingers above your head, it should be just nice. After that, adjust how far back or front you want to sit. Once you're done with that, you adjust the reclination. You know, it's not supposed to be 90 degrees, although you're supposed to be sitting quite upright. And then after that, obviously your steering position. When you are turning the steering wheel, your shoulders shouldn't be moving. See how my shoulders are not moving? So that's how it's supposed to be. Okay, so during this warm-up session, the instructors have told us the things to practice, to look out for is your line of vision. So you must always be looking at where you want to go. Okay, so warm-up session for the slalom is done. What we're gonna do now is the braking test. Essentially, what we have to do is drive at 30 kilometers an hour, reach the braking point, slam hard on the brakes. Right, so the instructor has said that it's not advisable for you to solely use your ankle strength. It's advisable that you use your thigh strength as well. So what this means is that you have to sit in a way that your leg is kind of bent so that you can use your thigh energy to slam on the brakes. Yeah, full commitment, man. Alright, my turn to go. I'm gonna bring it to 30 kilometers an hour and then hard on the brakes. Like your leg needs to be at full stretch, not just your ankle. Leg. Bum. Alright, second run, 60 kilometers an hour and hard on the brakes. Let's see how that feels. Just about 60. Okay, cool. Braked a little prematurely there. But yeah, man, the way the car brakes, oh my god. It bites so hard with the ABS kicking in as well. Barely any drama on the pedal. You know, most times when you slam hard on the brakes, right, the pedal sort of vibrates and you hear a loud noise. People tend to freak out. And yeah, that's just the ABS working. So really, don't worry about it. Just hang on to the brakes until the car comes to a complete stop. So right, we're doing a second run now. Again, up to 60 kilometers an hour. I was told that I braked a little too early, a little too prematurely. Not the only thing I've completed prematurely, I've been told, sometimes. So this time I'm gonna try to stretch it a little longer. Speaking of the acceleration, man, no disrespect to Mercedes, but like when I drove the C300, yeah, obviously it's quick as well because it's a C300, right, which is supposedly the equivalent of this 330i, but the way the car accelerates, man, the exhilaration that you get, the feedback that you get from behind the wheel, I must say it's different, man. That C300 is fast as well, but just not engaging enough. This 330i, man, you feel like you have to keep your eyes peeled to the road and just hang on to the steering, and I think that's why most people get BMWs, right? Like the engagement, the exhilaration from the drive, even if it's a short burst acceleration, that's the kind of stuff people go for when they're looking to buy a BMW. And man, the 330i absolutely delivers it. Okay, third run. Not too premature. Don't come too quick. I mean, don't brake too quick. Now 80 kilometers an hour. Okay, what you saw earlier was us performing the hard braking test where we were just supposed to go straight and brake really hard to get a feel of the ABS and all that. Now we're supposed to brake really hard, trigger the ABS, and while all that is working, turn to avoid an obstacle, as you just saw right there. Again, it's a test of your line of sight, your reactions, and just to get a feel of the ABS. And what I've noticed from all these obstacles is that they keep emphasizing the importance of your line of sight, to train your line of sight. Look at where you want to go and not where you need to go, if that makes any sense, so that your hand-eye coordination works in the way that you can avoid getting into trouble, hitting an obstacle. Line of sight, man, very, very important. Look far ahead as far as you can, not like right in front of your bonnet. Apparently that's the wrong way to do it, so now you know. So for the second dish on the menu, evasive maneuvers, what we have to do now is drive up to 40 kilometers an hour, reach a turning point, quick left or right depending on what the instructor wants us to do, and then counter and straighten the car, brake. I suppose it's a good test for the car's composure, stability systems and all that, but this is also for us to train our hand-eye coordination and our line of sight again, which is very important because the instructor just couldn't stress enough where you're looking is where you would direct the car to be. Because like an example I gave one of the participants earlier, like your eyes are really important, man. Whatever you see, your hands react to it. If someone were to throw something at you, your eyes see it, you would automatically lift your hands up and block your face. So it's the same thing, I suppose. Where you're looking at, your hands will automatically go. 40, really slow. Hard right. Too abrupt. Yeah, hit a cone there. Really gotta sharpen up a bit. Wearing the AutoBuzz t-shirt, embarrassing the website. GC Mah is gonna kill me. Alright, again 40 kilometers an hour to the left this time. Perfect! I got a perfect! Yes! Not sure if you heard the instructor though. I repeat again, I got a perfect. That means a lot to me, by the way. It's damn narrow though. When you reach there, you're like, what? That's the gap. It's like this small, man. But seriously though, the chassis on this, like, BMWs, man. BMWs will always be BMWs. I admit I may be a little biased because of my personal interests and also from ownership experience, although I drive a much older model. Man, there is just something about BMWs. Whether it's a 330i or 320i, 320d, their chassis, their calibration, it's just something else, man. Those of y'all who own BMWs, driving BMWs, you will know that I'm not bullshitting you. Like, they just have an edge over other European cars when it comes to driving dynamics. Right, so now what they've done is wet the floor with a mixture of oil and like washing liquids to simulate a very slippery driving condition to induce understeer. So we're gonna have to counter that situation. This is gonna be interesting. And that is what we call an understeer, when the car isn't turning as much as you want it to. Now we're supposed to go at 40 kilometers an hour. My mistake earlier was not looking at where we want to go, where I want to go. So hand-eye coordination in combating understeer has proven to be very, very important. You counter it, as the instructor said, by lifting off the throttle a bit and adjusting the steering, and if necessary, apply the brakes. 40 kilometers an hour, let's see how it goes. Okay, so we've done the 40 kilometer an hour run. We're gonna do 50 kilometers an hour now, which is guaranteed to induce understeer considering how tight of a turning angle we have to make. So more brakes. Let's see how it goes. Right, so the moment of truth. They're gonna make us put to use everything we have learned today in a slalom competition where the fastest driver gets to walk home with something, apparently. So pressure is really on, especially with me wearing this t-shirt. I hope I don't embarrass GC Mah and the AutoBuzz team. Let's see how this goes. So we'll get 2 runs. First run, practice run, which is very important for me because I always lose my way. I always forget the route when it comes to all these type of courses, so that's going to be very helpful for me. And then the second run would be the timed run. Sport mode is on, prayers have been made, hoping for the best. Nicely done! Okay, fingers crossed, the real time run will be just the same because that felt really good. Slither my way through the cones, not going too far out wide, understeering and all that, which obviously wastes time. Female passenger is a bit impressed as well. Right, so apparently I get to kick my passenger out for the time run. Weight saving. Fingers crossed. Don't embarrass AutoBuzz, don't embarrass GC Mah. 20 drivers, man. I'm up next. There are 20 drivers. If I come in top 5, I'll be very happy already, man. Because let's face it, never the quickest driver. Although I love driving fast, so.
Ready in 3, 2, 1, go!
0.2031. Not the fastest, but just gonna try to distract the other drivers, maybe sabotage them a bit. Alright, something I've always wanted to do in a BMW. Oversteer. Drifting. It's gonna be fun.
Alright, Eu Jin, proceed to the 5 km. Slow down. Power. So what happened was a bit too much speed coming in, so you understeer first, then oversteer. Right? So go Eu Jin. Just now, too fast, understeer. So go slower, much slower. Slower. Turn. And power.
Shit!
Alright, so you are a bit the other
Can do this forever, man. All night, man.
So that's it, guys. We've come to the end of the BMW Driving Experience. I hope through all the things that I've shown you earlier that you'll be able to learn something out of it. If I've said something wrong, misrepresented something wrongly, please do correct me in the comment section. You know, the internet is full of car experts, driving experts. Another thing, man, if you do have the money for it, I urge you to go sign up, man. Whether you're a BMW owner or a non-BMW driver, it's open. It's just under 2,000 ringgit. Go sign up for it. I mean, nowadays people spend more than twice, 3 times that amount on a damn phone. And you get rid of it in what? A year? 2 years? This experience will stay with you for a much longer time. Probably for life. And it's going to be beneficial for you all the time because we drive so much. A little food for thought there, so I'm gonna leave you with that. See you again next time.